Yo, what's up, y'all? Today we're talking about how the interconnectedness of society makes us or gives us pressure to be like everyone else. So, all my friends, the few that I have are married. I'm the lone exception. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. None of that. So, I have to wonder if these friends of mine actually wanted kids. Did they actually want to be married? Or were they just following the trend of everyone else? It feels like people believe there is a path to life. You go from nursery school to kindergarten, elementary school, junior high or middle school, high school, college. Then you get a job, you get married, you have kids, and you die. I mean, I never felt compelled to be like everyone else. That's one of the ways in which I felt different. I never felt like I had to be like everyone else. It's not like I wanted to be different just for the sake of being different. It's just I didn't feel like it was necessary. I never wanted to do the things that were common in life. I think part of it is because I was rejected by society. I was rejected by people, other people. I never got a real job. I've never been in a romantic relationship. And that's okay because you have to be happy with yourself. You don't need anyone else. And that's the point. I think people feel less than whole if they're not in a relationship, they're not married, so they feel better about themselves if they are married, if they have children, how smart their children are, how much money they have. But really, all that stuff is irrelevant. Here are a few mantras I learned from Christina Lopes, the Heart Alchemist. Just being here on this planet and breathing is enough. Isn't that powerful? You don't need $1 million. You don't need the perfect spouse. You don't need the perfect kids. You don't need to do anything. Just existing is enough. Whether you actually believe that or not is really up to you. Having been conditioned to believe the opposite, like you constantly need to improve yourself, constantly need to be doing things, you constantly need to be improving yourself, constantly being need to be better than other people. That's how we were conditioned from childhood. So it's really hard to get rid of those conditions. But I think if we strive to believe this mantra, I think it'll make the world a better place. Other mantras include I was born perfect. You were born perfect. You are perfect. You are inherently good enough. You are worthy of love. So a lot of times we're conditioned by society, conditioned by media, conditioned by movies and TV shows. They show the perfect people with the perfect bodies, the perfect personalities or whatever. They show the perfect conditions of romantic love. Everything's a wonderland, dreamland, but that's not the reality. One of the things I stopped doing is watching movies. They were so full of BS, just formulaic. They just followed different formula of happiness, formula of movie making. Just everything became predictable, and it's not how real life is. So one of the things I would recommend to people is stop watching fiction TV shows and movies. It just doesn't help. It doesn't help because it portrays a perfect life, or what they think is perfect, and then when you see that your life isn't that way, you feel like you're messing up. But when in reality, you're not messing up. Life is just different. Life is about evolving and changing and improving. Not for the sake of, not because you lack something, but because you are just slowly becoming what you want to be. If we are born perfect, how can we become better than perfect? I think it's because we keep changing. Our desires are changing. So it's just we changing into different beings, changing into different perfect beings. I guess that's the way I can justify that mantra. Everything is relative. You are your own person. Don't try to follow everyone else. Of course, you might feel like you need to fit in to survive in society. And we may be hundreds or maybe a few years away from when everyone is secure and confident in themselves so that they don't need to feel like they need to copy everyone else. But eventually we all need to step out of the box. My sister has 2 kids, and she hates being a mother. She's one of those people that would rather go partying and clubbing, but she's stuck home because her husband works all day. And I feel bad for her, but it was her own choice. So I can't feel bad for her in that way. She's just reaping the consequences of her actions. So that's another reason why I don't want to have kids. And you don't have to have kids to spread your knowledge, to spread your joy, to expand the universe. There are other ways to make the world a better place than to have children. Other ways to spread your influence and knowledge than to have children. Oh, thank you for joining me on another video. Have a great day.